Hello everyone, today I will be reacting to this video. I hope you enjoy and thanks for watching.
I love to know how other people grocery shop, and it's not because I'm nosy. Listen to this. Way more Americans are using buy now, pay later services to pay for their groceries than ever before. Which is crazy because installment plans have historically been used to buy fancy non-essential items like a TV or a Peloton or a snazzy suit. And now people are using it to buy everyday things like bread and butter. Buy now, pay later apps like Klarna and Afterpay allow consumers to get their products upfront and divide their payment into monthly or weekly statements with little to no interest. Girl dinner, girl dinner. As more and more people have been using these services, their revenue has fallen by almost 20%, which means that people are using it to pay for cheaper items. Okay, so what does this mean for you and for me? We've all heard that inflation has been at a steady decline, right? Meanwhile, food prices have risen by almost 7% in the last year, which has made people change the way they shop for food. I mean, what the f, right? Why aren't the food prices following the decline? It's the classic sticky situation of supply and demand. If you have too many dollars and not enough goods, it means if you really want it, you're gonna have to pay more for it. Don't even ask me how much is peanut butter cost, okay? $10. The Federal Reserve has tried to fix this by implementing interest rate hikes because in theory, raising the cost of borrowing should discourage spending. But people are still buying stuff, partially thanks to those COVID stimulus checks that have been pumping through the economy for the last few years. So the Fed is gonna keep hiking up those interest rates, which is gonna make borrowing to buy stuff like a house or a car even more expensive. This means that even though inflation is declining in theory, the cost of living is probably going to continue to be pricey because you may have to pay higher interest for the goods that you're buying. How did this become a story about inflation? I have no idea, but I hope you learned something about how shopping trends can tell us a little bit about how the world works.
I have a confession to make. I've actually done this. I paid for my groceries at Walmart one time using Klarna. No shame about it. I've literally only done it one time, but it felt weird to do it because it's groceries. What kind of shit is this when I have to pay for my groceries in 4 payments of, $21 over the next month? Stuff like that, it's not really worth it. Knowing what I know about, food banks and whatnot, if we were ever in that position again, I would go to the food bank next.
I just financed a pizza, $2 a month for 12 months. Ain't no cap, bro. Finna get turned up this year, bro. And let me tell y'all, when the Chick-fil-A, I got 2 chicken sandwiches, the meals too, the meals, with the fries and a drink. I got 3 milkshakes. It was like $30. But let me tell you, don't go away yet. Boom, $10 a month for 3 months. Easy. But hold on, here's the kicker. To pay off the Klarna, I use my Affirm card. Think of it like this. So the first month is like, what, $10? That $10 is getting split 3 ways. That's $3.33. So if you think about it like that, each payment from Klarna is getting split up 3 ways again. So my initial $30, it goes from $10 a month, and now it's $3 a month. You know what I'm saying? Hey, follow me for some more financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get y'all right. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, they don't teach you this in school. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna learn this in college. Come follow me. I'm gonna get y'all right.
This is freaking ridiculous, guys. Right now, consumers are buying regular things like a sandwich or a coffee or, a coffee and a croissant at Starbucks. They're using a buy now, pay later app for that. I was literally ordering food a couple days ago, and it was an option for me. It was $2.75 installments, 4 installments, right, to buy a $12 sandwich. I mean, if you have to use buy now, pay later to buy a sandwich, you should not be buying that sandwich at all. What is going on right now? This is insane.
Afterpay, ZipPay, StepPay, and Hum. Now, I think it's fair to say buy now, pay later services are here to stay. But if you're finding yourself using these services to buy dinner, I think it's time to admit to yourself that things are getting out of hand. If you found yourself in a position where you've got multiple buy now, pay later services, your debts are getting out of hand and you can't keep up with all those multiple repayments, reach out to myself and we can look at getting a personal loan to consolidate all of these debts so that you only have one simple monthly repayment coming out of your bank account. You'll be able to save money and you'll be able to easily budget every month without having to worry about random fortnightly or monthly repayments coming out that are large and hard to keep up with. If you'd like to get this done soon and get back on top, please reach out to myself and I'll be keen to help. Take care, guys.
Good evening, everybody. I want to come and tell you something real quick. You can buy groceries with Affirm and Klarna. Yeah, the same Klarna or Affirm you use to shop with, to get little things and pay for them later, whether it's clothes, car parts, whatever you use it for. You can use that same Klarna or Affirm and pay for groceries. I stumbled upon this last year. I didn't know that you could. Just so happened I tried it and it worked, right? It worked. So I use it. So it's the holiday season. If you're wondering how you're going to feed your family or how you're going to have groceries, period, you can use Affirm and Klarna to buy groceries. I've used it at Kroger. I've used it at Sam's. I've used it at Publix. Now you can't use it. Walmart doesn't accept it for groceries. They don't. But if that's something you need to do, it's a resource, baby. Do what you got to do till you get to where you need to be. That's my motto.
All right, groceries are expensive. I know. I get it, guys. Whole Foods are expensive. Groceries are expensive right now. But here's the way to look at it. You're going to pay for it now or you're going to pay for it later. You're going to pay for it now in the expenses at the grocery store. You're going to pay for it later in prescriptions and medical bills, plus some. Now, I know you can't prevent all sickness from happening. Shit's going to happen. 100%. Just buy your food, okay? But I think you're going to be in a whole better position by emphasizing whole nutrient-dense foods than you would be if you were not. And let me take it a step further. Think about your relationships around you. I know that it will take a toll on my relationships and people around me and how I show up day to day to be a better version of myself if I am not emphasizing whole foods versus if I am. When I am, my energy's better, my mood's better, I'm less lethargic, my digestion's better overall, I'm more present, less anxious. And when I am not, I'm more anxious, I'm more lethargic, I am less energy, I have a worse mood. Like, I've noticed a big difference between when I am emphasizing my whole foods and nutrient-dense foods and when I am not. So I challenge you just to be more aware of what you feel like and how you're showing up day to day for your loved ones and everybody around you and everything, all your responsibilities, when you are emphasizing whole foods and when you are not. That's it. Because sometimes it can get away from you. I know for myself, like I said, I can let things get away from me sometimes, and I feel it. I notice a difference in how it takes a toll. So if you can't get yourself wrapped around the idea of being preemptive to sickness down the road, think about how it might be taking a toll on your relationships around you and being a better version of yourself every single day. Ask yourself, before you make a food choice, is this going to bring me closer to my loved ones around me, my end goal, or is it not? And I'm not saying don't choose the more processed foods, less nutrient-dense foods, because they're fun foods. They're stuff to have. I eat some every single day, but they are not a bulk of my diet. A large bulk of my diet is whole nutrient-dense foods. It's the way it is, okay? So just be present and be more aware and conscious of how you're feeling when you are eating whole nutrient-dense foods and when you're not. Okay? Embrace process. Keep climbing.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one.